I forgot my windows aren't tinted. I'm just like staring at her while she's looking at me and what I'm doing, and I'm like, I forgot my windows aren't tinted. Isn't that how you're supposed to start off these kind of videos? Just sigh. Okay, so I'm just gonna get right into this. I am terrified. I am nervous. I've never been this nervous and terrified in my life before. This is awful, and I just thought I would make a video on it because everything was confirmed today. I've been looking into this for a long time now because I've told you guys I've had really bad breathing problems for as long as I can remember. I couldn't breathe through my nose well. And it's funny because a lot of you always comment, why does she sound like this? Why does her voice sound weird? Why does she sound so nasally? It's because my nose is always stuffed, or it feels like it's stuffed. Imagine having a constant stuffy nose, not being able to like fully breathe out of your nose. That's what it's like every single day for me for the past, I don't know, 10 years of my life. It's been like this for as long as I can remember. There we go again. I always have the sniffles. People always ask me if I'm crying or I'm upset when I do that. But it's just like, I blow the nasty stuff out of my nose. The problem is I have a deviated septum. Something is not so right in my airway, and I believe I have an enlarged turbinate. These are just stuff that I found out by myself that I believe is what's wrong with me. I'm going to the doctor soon, and I already booked the appointment, so my surgery is confirmed. I paid for it, so it's all set and done. I'm having surgery in April, and that's why I'm making this video, because it's confirmed. I've always talked about it. I've always like thought about doing it, but I always kind of like pussied out because I'm like, I don't want to get surgery. I never want to get surgery. I'm terrified of doctors. Ever since I was a little kid, me and my mom, we always went to the doctor. She always took me to the doctor for so many tests, for so many things. I was going to the doctor like every week when I was a kid, just because of all the problems with me losing weight, and I had like thyroid issues. I tried to figure out what's wrong with me, and then we found out I had celiac, which is a disease that makes it so like I can't ingest gluten. Oh, let's take a break, have some coffee. So the whole point of my surgery, I am getting a septoplasty. I know it sounds like rhinoplasty, which is a nose job, which is for cosmetic purposes. That's like if you don't like your nose, you fix it. Personally, I really like my nose. My mom says I have the best nose in the family, which I kind of do. Is that an asshole thing to say? Septoplasty is like a medical nose job where they fix like what's wrong inside of it, which is if you have a deviated septum like me, that means your airway is crooked. So this is a picture of a normal nose, and this is a picture of a deviated septum. You see how the airway is all crooked? When you get septoplasty, they straighten out your airway. I know it's really hard to tell, but my nose, it slants a little bit. I contour it so it makes it look straight, but the thing is, if your nose is slanted, it means your airway is slanted too, and there's something obstructing it or something wrong, which is why I can't breathe or like talk for a long amount of time without like pausing or stopping. That's why I always stop at my videos, because I have to like breathe, I have to like blow my nose or something, because my nose is always stuffed. And like, imagine having a stuffy nose. It's just something, it's like, why should I live with it? The whole point of this is that, why should I have to live with this anymore? It's like, I can fix it. I have the power to fix it, but I've just been scared this whole time. Like, I'm terrified of surgery. I'm terrified of being like put to sleep and like having something done to me. Like, what if something goes wrong? And I don't know, I'm really scared of the idea of it. And it's like, I just recently started working out, just a little bit, not like full on workout, but I do go hiking every once in a while. And when I'm doing any physical activity and I start breathing really hard, it's like, I'm not getting enough air, because when I breathe in through my nose, I'm not getting enough air. It's like, it's hard to explain. It's like when I go for a run or a walk or a hike or anything, it's just, I feel like I'm suffocating. And maybe that's the reason why I haven't been super active my whole life. It's because it's hard. It's hard to do any like physical activity and be able to breathe, if that makes any sense. I don't know, it makes sense to me. And I just realized it like a couple of days ago when we went for a hike, and I was trying to catch my breath, and it's like I couldn't. It's like no matter how much air I would breathe in, I would still feel like I'm suffocating, because I am not able to get enough air into my lungs, like through my nose and through my mouth, because I feel like my mouth isn't enough. I have to do it through my nose, but it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like my nose is just blocked. It's constantly blocked, and it's not something I want to live with forever. It's one of those things that would be like, my life would be so much easier if I could just breathe like a normal person. So that's why I want to do this, and it's just really scary, the whole the whole surgery thing. You know what's actually funny and ironic about the situation is that like so many people think I've gotten so many surgeries. Like I've seen articles online that say, oh, she got a nose job, oh, she got fake boobs, but I've never had surgery in my life. Like that's why it's so fucking terrifying to me, just being put to sleep and being cut open. And I've only watched horror movies about this, and I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos about septoplasties, rhinoplasties, whatever, to familiarize myself with the whole situation. I feel like that's the best thing you could do if you have to have surgery or something. Just watch videos of it, and it really does help. You get to see from somebody else's perspective, someone going through the same thing that you're going to go through. But yeah, someone in my family got the same surgery. He had really bad breathing problems his whole life. He went to a doctor here in Arizona, which is supposed to be a really good doctor, but it's like the doctors in Arizona are, I'm just gonna say they're not that good, like compared to LA or some other like major city, you know? So I found a doctor in California. He's really good. He does like hundreds of these surgeries a year, so he should know what he's doing. The person I knew that got the surgery done, I feel like his nose looked worse after, and I know another person, their nose looked worse after that got it done. But I mean, I don't know them, but they're a YouTuber and I saw it. And my nose might be a little bit different. I don't think you guys will notice. It'll probably look the same to you guys. But for the first like few weeks or months, my nose is gonna be incredibly swollen. If you guys have seen anybody after they get any kind of surgery, like it's super swollen, and it's gonna like triple, quadruple kill its size. And it's like, I'm gonna be making videos because I do daily uploads. You guys always see me. I have no time to recover. I can't like take off a week, take off a couple of months. While I recover, I'm gonna be doing videos and I'm gonna look like really weird and gross, and I'm probably gonna have black eyes or something and just be really swollen and ugly for I don't know, a while. But that'll only last a couple of weeks or a month or two, and then hopefully everything will be fine. My breathing will be fixed. My face won't be so swollen and gross, and it's just something I wanted to do for so long, and I finally get to do it, and I'm incredibly nervous. So I'm going to go with my mom to LA. She's coming with me because Sausage doesn't want to come with me. I don't know, he might change his mind, but like, you guys have no idea how thankful I am for like my mom coming with me, because she's really the only person I have that will, like, that's always there for me. And it's just great having somebody that's always there for you and will do anything for you. It's just, it makes me so happy. You don't know how happy it makes me that I have at least one person there for me that would help me out through something like this. Like, he just doesn't want to be in LA for, I have to stay for like 8 days, because you have to stay at least 6-7 days after the surgery. Then they have to take the cast off and then you can go home. And they said something about being on the plane, you have to like walk around every 15 minutes or you'll get blood clots in your legs or something. And that's, I'm so scared of this, but I'm also very excited because like I can't imagine waking up not having a stuffy nose. Like I can't imagine, I really can't imagine what it's like being able to breathe properly. Like I don't think I've ever felt that before, where my nose wasn't stuffed, because every single day when I wake up my nose is always hella stuffy and I always have to go blow it or something, and it's still you can feel like it's completely stuffed over here. And also I looked up this thing called turbinate, and I'm very sure I have enlarged turbinates as well. So I think they reduce it. It's like on this side, that's where the bump in my nose is. These are where your turbinates are. And it's like this side is fine, but this side has like kind of a bump on it. And this nose is the one that's like always stuffy, that I cannot breathe through it like at all. This one is much better than this one. And it's like sometimes I could breathe okay through this one, but this one is always really stuffy. But this one I can't really breathe through. So what I think they're gonna do is I'm gonna have septoplasty and turbinate reduction surgery. But yeah, like I said before, I don't want my nose to change. I don't want to have like some super fake looking nose, which I don't think it's gonna happen. I think my nose is gonna look very similar or exactly the same. Like I said, I'm not getting surgery to make my nose look better. I'm getting it so I can breathe better. Before you guys come at me and be like, oh, she's getting a nose job. Oh, she's fixing her big ass nose. I don't even have a big ass nose to begin with. I feel like I have a nice nose. Like, I like it. Like, I wouldn't fix something that's not broken, you know? So what do you guys want me to do when I have the surgery? Because it's pretty soon. It's in a couple of weeks. It's crazy, I know. It's just like I just scheduled it and I was expecting to wait a couple of months, but they said they could do it in a couple of weeks, which is, whew, just thinking about it is really hard. I want to vlog a little bit, like when I'm really gross, like right after the surgery, maybe the day of, before, and because I know when you wake up from surgery, you're like super drugged up and you go crazy and say a lot of dumb shit, and I want to have that on camera. But it's like, I'm just gonna have my mom there, so hopefully she knows how to record me and stuff. But yeah, I really want to know what you guys think about this and everything. Do you have a similar problem? Did you get a similar surgery? Or if you guys want to recommend me any YouTubers or any videos that I should watch before this, please comment below and let me know. I do read all you guys' comments, and I do want to know everything I can before this to prepare myself, just so I'm ready. You know, I want to be extra ready. But yeah, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button in the face and subscribe. Join the wolf pack. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.